Drive 100,000 kilometers and you will learn about the self-driving tour routes and ways of playing in all provinces in Western China at one go, including hundreds of road books. After watching this video, I will teach you how to plan the routes in each province, and your future self-driving journey will also be colorful. After seeing Xinjiang, let's take a look at the self-driving tour routes in Tibet. The self-driving tour routes in Tibet are complicated. Chengdu direction. There are 3 nearby. And you can add the Western Sichuan Plateau to play. Coming direction. You can visit Yunnan nearby. So you can take 1 or 2 routes every time you come to Tibet. Tibet is a place that you can play countless times. Only Zero and countless times have been to Tibet. Not long after returning home, you will come to Tibet again. A brief understanding of Tibet's geographical area. The huge Tibet. In fact, only 6 cities and 1 region are divided. The easternmost part is the near Tibetan border Chengdu. The most famous glacier here. Known for the natural wonder of 3 rivers flowing together. I will share the specific attractions in each area when talking about the self-driving tour route. Then Linji City. Jiangnan, known as Tibet. Altitude 3,000 meters. It's a relatively low in Tibet. Visitors can enjoy the comfort of low altitudes. It is the first choice for many people to enter Tibet. Below Linji is Shannan City. This is the birthplace of Tibet. The most famous are the 3 sacred lakes in Tibet. On the left side of Shannan is Yugay City, the highest peak in the Himalayas. Everest is here. The above is Lhasa City. Lhasa as the capital of Tibet. It is the center of culture and religion. Next to it is Naku City and Xinjiang border. The Zhongtang no man's land that I often hear is here. It is a representative of high-altitude grasslands. Can ride a horse or drive to watch Tibetan antelope and wild yaks. Ali is the most remote area in Tibet. Mysterious and holy. The average altitude here is above 4,500 meters. There are endless wastelands everywhere. Keep the most original appearance of Tibet. It seems to be another world. Linji Lhasa Shigatse is a relatively coarse city in Tibet. The third is to understand all self-driving tour routes and ways to play in Tibet. First, there are 3 routes to Tibet from Sichuan. National Highway 318, National Highway 317, and the Sichuan-Tibet Central Line added in the middle. First of all, National Highway 318. The essence is 318, the southern Sichuan-Tibet line. That is, the whole journey from Chengdu to Lhasa is 2,000 kilometers. The title of National Landscape Avenue. It is the best supporting facilities to Tibet Highway with the best highway. Although the altitude difference is large. But you can find accommodation at low altitudes every night to avoid high rebates. There is the famous Xinju Bridge along the way. World High City Auditorium. Bonney's Rainforest and Snowy Mountains. Ramwu Lake. Midui Glacier. Attractions such as Nanga Bulwa in Linji. It is also the largest line of traffic flowing into Tibet. Basically all models are okay. Friends who are entering Tibet for the first time recommend using National Highway 318. Self-driving time is about 10 days. The second is National Highway 317. The essence is called the Sichuan-Tibet North Line. Chengdu to Lhasa. The whole journey is 2,400 kilometers. It is a route with a strong humanistic atmosphere. Namgyuro, one of the 3 major holy lakes along the way. Spider Temple hanging on cliffs. Internet celebrity glacier Sapu Mountain. Sedefo Academy, etc. Take National Highway 317. Closer to the lives of local residents. Can feel the unique cultural scenery of Tibet. Suitable for friends who go to Tibet or return to the city again. It takes about 10 days to drive. The third is the Sichuan-Tibet Central Line. It is home to 318, Sichuan-Tibet South Line. Between 317, Sichuan-Tibet North Line. A link between Isses and county roads. A more purely primitive part of Tibet. There are beautiful autumn scenery of dangling along the way. Yucca Prairie known as Kangba Alatai. Free open tricolor lake and Shankra Glacier. A challenge route comparable to KT&T. McDonald's Crossing Route. Madika's Crossing Route. The daughter of the Western Sichuan Plateau, Goyaking Monastery, etc. Suitable for players in depth. Want to take the cross route? You also need to work hard off-road and team up to go. There is another direction in Jining. National Highway 109, Qinghai Tibet County. Xining to Lhasa. The whole journey is 2,000 kilometers. Along the way, the famous Namdo. Kunlun Mountain, the ancestor of all mountains. Kekeksili no man's area. And Tangila Mountain. The scenery along Qinghai Tibet County is wild and wild. But it's also quite monotonous. There are many trucks along the way. There are also many shell craters. Any car can be used. more suitable for friends who return home. There are two directions in Yunnan. Jin Tibet County and National Highway 219 C to T. First, Yun Tibet County. Starting from Dali, Yunnan. The whole journey is 1,800 kilometers to Lhasa. It is an entry-level route to Tibet that is easier than 318. Communicate into National Highway 318 in Mongkang. You can enjoy the scenery of Yunnan and Tibet at the same time. Meili Snow Mountain can be seen along the way. Magnificent snow peaks such as Jade Dragon Snow Mountain. Crossing the Jinzhou River. Larsan River Deep Canyon. Encountering Midui Glacier. The pure lake of Rangwu Lake. And plateau grass mats and primeville forests. This route is in good condition, with its relatively gentle altitude changes and less dangerous sections. Become an entry-level choice for self-driving Tibet, especially for friends in the southwest. It is recommended to visit for 10 days. Then there is National Highway 219 Bingcha T section. From Yunnan Bingdong to Tibetan T-Far. It is the fastest route to Tibet. Bingcha T is actually part of National Highway 219. There is often heavy snow on the road of Bingcha. Landslide, stream sand and other situations. So the danger coefficient rises. In addition, the rocks fall from time to time. Even a veteran player. I won't challenge my lucky index easily. Suitable for friends who want a challenge. There are two directions in Xinjiang. The first choice for the new Tibetan line. Lhasa Road, Xinjiang Night City. The whole journey is 2,200 kilometers. It is also part of National Highway 219. The 219 highway is called the Tibet line in Tibet section. The most difficult point on this road is its average altitude is on a plateau of about 4,500 meters. The whole trip is very difficult. There is a Pangong Lake along the way, where the water and sky are the same. World Center Hong Kong People's Way flag. Traveling through 800 kilometers of unmanned land. All kinds of pressures that make you difficult. It is a challenge for many self-driving enthusiasts. First time in Tibet. Never choose the Tibet line to travel. There is also a National Highway 216 in Xinjiang. It is the second lifeline of the communication connecting Tibet and Xinjiang. It is also the most desolate national highway in our country to change to folk customs section. These 860 kilometers through Guntang no man's land. No gas station. No mobile phone signal at 600 kilometers. In its unique way. Show every traveler a magnificent landscape from the third level of the world. Azure lakes of all sizes along the way. There are countless wild animals along the way. It will make everyone who had walked by it be remembered. The video has mentioned National Highway 219 twice. This is our ultimate route to Tibet. This highway starts from Dongxing, Guangxi, south of the Tropic of Cancer, crossing for administrative jurisdictions in Yunnan, Tibet, and Xinjiang. Finally arrived in Karnas, where his motherland was Jiwei. It is the first national highway in our country with a total length of more than 10,000 kilometers. There are countless scenery along the way. It will take an hour to finish all. Finally, I recommend a self-driving route to land in Lhasa during the holiday. Departure in Lhasa and connect Lingjibomi, Bamalinkuro and Kula Port Day in Shannan. Famous attractions such as Mount Everest Base Camp in Shigate. You can enjoy the scenery of the Tibetan Plateau in 5 days. In addition, all the itineraries in the video are for reference only. Because that's just a personal preference. If you take the 3rd and 8th national highways to Tibet, there are many options for hiding. 317 return trip can be selected. You can also return on the Yunnan Tibet line. Going to Xinjiang. You can also continue your journey on National Highway 219. How to choose? It depends on everyone's personal preferences.